So welcome back students to the next lecture session where we shall solve all the problems given in the fourth exercise. Right? So in the last video segment we have derived all the trigonometric identities. If you remember, we got these three identities where sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. Next 1 plus tan squared theta equals secant squared theta, and 1 plus cot squared theta equals cosecant squared theta. Right? So using these three identities, we can solve all the problems given in the fourth exercise. So let's begin with the first one. The first problem states that we need to express all the trigonometric ratios in terms of cot A. Right? So I need to express sine, I need to express tan, secant, everything in terms of cot A. Okay? So first let me begin with sine A. Right? So how do I express sine A in terms of cot A? Now we know that sine A is nothing but 1 by cosecant A. Right? So I have this expression here. So I have 1 plus cot square A equals cosecant square A. Or this is 1 plus cot square A equals 1 by sine square A, isn't it? Okay, so now let me take the reciprocal on both the sides. 1 by 1 plus cot square A equals sine square A. So what is sine A? So sine A is, so this implies sine A. I have to take the square root on both the sides. It is plus minus 1 by root of 1 plus cot square A. Right? So very simple. So I have expressed sine A in terms of cot. Right? So next, so now let me express secant A. So we know that secant square A equals 1 plus tan square A. So according to this relation here. So I have tan A, but now I need to express secant A in terms of cot A. So this is nothing but 1 plus 1 by cot square A, isn't it? So secant square A is 1 plus 1 by cot square A because tan A is 1 by cot A. So let me take the LCM here. So it becomes cot square A into 1 plus cot square A. So how do I get secant A? I have to take the square root. So secant A is plus or minus root of 1 plus cot square A divided by cot square A. Okay, so I can take cot A outside the square root. So I have plus or minus 1 plus cot square A divided by cot A. And this is secant A. Right? So the next one, what I need to do is I need to express tan A. So we have the expression here itself. So I need to express tan A in terms of cot A. So that's very easy. So I have tan A, which is 1 by cot A. So I need to express tan A in terms of cot A. So tan A is 1 by cot A itself. Okay. So given the first problem, I had to express sine A. So sine A equals plus minus root of 1 plus cot square A. Next, secant A is plus minus root of 1 plus cot square A divided by cot A, and tan A is 1 by cot A. So I need to represent sine A. So we know that secant A is nothing but reciprocal of cos A. Right? So I have this expression sine square A plus cos square A equals 1. I have the first expression there. So now we need to represent sine A in terms of secant A, right? So we know that secant A is 1 by cos A. So I have this expression here. So sine A squared, that sine square A equals 1 minus cos square A. Okay? Now what is sine A? Sine A equals plus minus root of 1 minus cos square A. But what is cos A? Cos A is 1 by secant A. So let me substitute that here. I have cos A is nothing but 1 by secant square A. So I get, if I take the LCM here, I get secant A, secant square A minus 1 the whole root. Okay, I've just skipped one step. If I take the LCM here, I get secant square A at the denominator. Numerator, I would get secant square A minus 1. So I've taken the square root. So therefore, the denominator, you get secant A, because I have removed it from the root sign, and here on top you have secant square A minus 1. So this is sine A. So representing sine A in terms of secant A. Next, representing cos A. So what is cos A? Cos A is nothing but 1 by secant A. Very easy. Next, I need to represent tan A. So tan A in terms of secant A. Okay, so we know that from this expression 1 plus tan square A is secant square A. This implies, let me bring this 1 here. So I have tan square A equals secant square A minus 1, or tan A equals plus minus root of secant square A minus 1. So this is tan A. So tan A is plus minus root of secant square A minus 1. So next I need to represent cot A. So we know that cot A is 1 by tan A, isn't it? And what is tan A? Tan A is given by this expression. So therefore, if I just take the reciprocal, which is 1 by plus minus root of secant square A minus 1 is cot A. So this is cot A. So cot A represented in terms of secant A. And next I need to find cosecant A. So what do? I have this expression. So we know that cosecant A is 1 by sine A. And what is sine A? Sine A is this. So just take the reciprocal. So it's going to be plus minus secant A divided by root of secant square A minus 1. So this is cosecant A expressed in terms of. So this is a very interesting problem where we have represented all of them, that is sine A, cosine A, tan A, cot, as well as cosecant in terms of secant. So question 3, first one, I have sine square 63 plus sine square 27 divided by cos square 17 plus cos square 73. So here what do we do? Let me represent this. So if I observe 63 plus 27 is 90 and 17 plus 73 is also 90 here. So therefore I can write this as sine of 90 minus 27 the whole square plus sine square 27 divided by, so here again I can write this as cos of 90 minus 73 the whole square plus cos square 73. So we know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta and cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. So here I would get cos square 27 and here I would get sine square 73. Okay, so this would give me cos square 27 plus sine square 27 divided by sine square 73 plus cos square 73. Okay, so here this is of the form sine square theta plus cos square theta. So here theta is 27, here it is 73, so it is 1 by 1, which is 1. Sine 25 cos 65 plus cos 25 sine 65. So again a very simple problem. So again if you observe here 65 plus 25 is 90 degrees. So now let me convert this to sine. Let me convert cos to sine. Here let me convert sine to cos so that I get sine square theta and cos square theta here. Okay, so I have sine 25 and here I can write this as cos of 90 minus 25 plus, okay, so now here what should I do? Here I have converted cos to sine. I need to convert cos to sine. Here I have to convert sine to cos. So I have cos 25. So here I have cos 25 into sine of 90 minus 25. So this gives me 65. So what is this? So here I get sine 25. So this is cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. So again I get sine 25 plus. So here I have cos 25. This is sine of 90 minus theta. So this is cos theta. So I get cos 25 into cos 25. So this is sine square 25 plus cos square 25, wherein I get 1 as the answer. So the fourth question, I have 9 secant square a minus 9 tan square a. There are 4 options given here. Okay? I have to choose the right one. So now, let us see what can be done. So the 4 options are 1, 9, 8 and 0. I can represent secant square a as 1 plus tan square a by this expression. So I have 9 into 1 plus tan square a minus 9 tan square a. So I would get 9 plus 9 tan square a minus 9 tan square a. So this gets cancelled and I am left with 9. So the right answer is B, which is 9. So here there are 4 options. So we have to choose one of them. So now let me simplify this. So let me write tan theta as sine theta by cos theta, and secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Now similarly for cot theta is cos theta by sine theta, and cosecant theta is 1 by sine theta. So here for this expression I will take cos theta common and here sine theta common. So if I take cos theta common here, so I get cos theta plus, so this becomes 1 plus sine theta, and then sine theta. So if I take the LCM, I get sine theta plus cos theta minus 1. Okay, so this is of the form a plus b into a minus b, right? So a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. Now what is a? A is sine theta plus cos theta. So let me put this 1 on the other side, right? So if I put this 1 on the other side, I get cos theta plus sine theta plus 1. So this is a and this is b, and this is again a and this is b. So we get a square minus b square, which is sine theta plus cos theta the whole square minus 1 square divided by sine theta cos theta, right? So now let me expand this. This is a plus b the whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So I get sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 1 divided by sine theta cos theta. Now we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, right? So this is 1. So this 1 and this minus 1 gets cancelled. So I get 2 sine theta cos theta divided by sine theta cos theta. So sine theta cos theta I can cancel, so the answer is 2. So therefore the right answer is C, which is 2 here. So very simple problem. So let's move on with the next one. So 3. So we have secant A plus tan A into 1 minus sine A. Okay. So whenever a problem like this is given, the best thing is what we have to do is represent secant A and tan A in terms of sine and cos, because I have sine A here. Okay. So there are 4 options. We shall see what they are. So now what is secant A? It is 1 by cos A. And what is tan A? It is sine A by cos A. And into 1 minus sine A. Okay. Now what is this? So I have cos A in the denominator. So if I take the LCM, it just becomes 1 plus sine A by cos A. So I can just write this as 1 plus sine A divided by cos A. So again this is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So I have a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So it is 1 minus sine square a by cos a. Okay. So what is 1 minus sine square a? So we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. But what is 1 minus sine square a? If I take sine square theta to the other side, so I get 1 minus sine square theta, which is cos square theta. So therefore, this is cos square a by cos a. So the answer is cos a. Okay, so if you observe the 4 options A, B, C, D, the answer is, the right option is D, which is cos A. Right? So that's the most important thing. So now let's move on with the next one, which is very simple. I have 1 plus tan square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. So we know that 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta and 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. So instead of theta I have A here. So this is, so 1 plus tan square A is secant square A divided by cosecant square A. Okay. Now I can write this as cosecant square A is sine square A. 1 by sine square A. So it goes to the numerator. And secant square A can be written as cos square A. So what is sine A by cos A? It is tan A. So I have tan A square. Right? So among the 4 options, it is option D. Okay? So the 4th option D is tan square A. So this is the right answer. Okay? So we observe that all the problems are very simple. The best way is convert tan or secant or most of them into the form, that is sine or cos, and we'll be able to solve them. So here problem 5, I have cosecant theta minus cot theta the whole square, and I have to prove that this is equal to 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta. So that is given in the textbook, so I have to prove this. So what do? So first, this is of the form a minus b the whole square. So let me expand this. So I have cosecant square theta plus cot square theta minus, I have 2 cosecant theta cot theta. Okay. So now let me convert all of them to sine and cos. Right. So we use the general notations here. So we have cosecant square theta is 1 by sine square theta plus cot theta is cos square theta by sine square theta. Right? Because cot theta is cos by sine minus 2 into cosecant theta is 1 by sine theta. Cot theta is cos theta by sine theta. So when I do this, what do I observe? The denominator, here I have sine square theta, sine square theta. Here also I have sine square theta. So therefore I can take a common LCM. So if I take a common LCM here, which is sine square theta, the numerator I have 1 plus cos square theta minus 2 cos theta. So this is of the form a square plus b square minus 2ab. Right? Where a is 1, b is cos theta. 2ab. Right? A is 1. So this can be written as 1 minus cos theta the whole square. And what is sine square theta? So sine square theta is nothing but, so I can write it here. Sine square theta is nothing but 1 minus, I can take this, I get cos square theta. Okay? So this is 1 minus cos square theta. Now this is of the form a square minus b square. So we know that a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So 1 minus cos theta the whole square divided by 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. So cancel these two. So I get 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta, and this is what had to be proved. Okay. So just convert cosecant and cot to sine and cos, we will be able to prove this relation. Now moving on with the next one, we need to prove that the second one, cos A divided by 1 plus sine A plus 1 plus sine A divided by cos A. Now we have to prove that this is equal to 2 secant A. Okay, so let's see how this can be done. So now, given a problem like this, where the LCMs are different, where the denominators are different, to be specific, so let me take the LCM. So I have 1 plus sine A into cos A. Okay, so now if I've taken the LCM, I need to multiply cos A with cos A, so I get cos square A plus, so these two get multiplied, so I get 1 plus sine A the whole square. Okay, so now let me expand this. So when I expand, what do I get? I get cos square A plus, this is of the form A plus B the whole square. So A square is 1 plus B square is sine square A plus 2 into 1 into B, which is sine A, divided by 1 plus sine A into cos A. Right? So here what do we observe? We observe that we have cos square A and sine square. Now what is this equal to? This is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2. Okay? So therefore we have 2 plus 2 sine A divided by 1 plus sine A into cos A. So I can take 2 common from the numerator. If I take 2 common, I get 1 plus sine A divided by 1 plus sine A into cos A. 1 plus sine A, 1 plus sine A gets cancelled. So 2, I bring cos to the numerator, you get secant A. So this is what we had to prove. We had to prove that this is equal to 2 secant A, and we have done it. So third one, we need to prove that this is equal to 1 plus secant theta cosecant theta, right? So as usual, what do? Let us convert tan and cot to sine and cos. So I have sine theta by cos theta divided by 1 minus cos theta by sine theta plus cot theta is cos theta by sine theta. So I have cos theta by sine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta by cos theta. Okay, so this is the first thing what we do. So now what do? We can take the LCM here, isn't it? So I have sine theta by cos theta, this sine theta by cos theta, and then I have, if I take the LCM, I have sine theta minus cos theta. So I have sine theta minus cos theta, and this sine theta goes to the numerator, plus, so similarly I have cos theta by sine theta. So if I take LCM for this, I get cos theta minus sine theta, and this cos theta goes to the numerator. Okay, so essentially I have sine square theta divided by this term plus cos square theta divided by this term. Okay. So now if I try to take the LCM here, what is common? Sine theta minus cos theta, right? So I need to multiply the numerator with what is not common. So here I have sine square theta into sine theta, and here I would get cos square theta into cos theta. So the LCM is sine theta cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta, and here I get this into this alone because this term is common on both the sides of the denominator. So I have sine cube theta minus this into cos theta, cos cube theta, right? So now I have sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. Now this is of the form a cube minus b cube. Now what is a cube minus b cube? It is a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab, right? So I hope you remember this. So now let me expand this term using this formula. So I have a minus b, which is sine theta minus cos theta, and then I have sine square theta plus cos square theta plus sine theta cos theta divided by, I have sine theta cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta. So this gets cancelled, right? So now I have sine square theta plus cos square theta. So what is sine square theta plus cos square theta? It is 1 plus sine theta cos theta divided by sine theta cos theta. Now this can be written as 1 by sine theta cos theta. So let me write it. 1 by sine theta cos theta plus I have sine theta cos theta divided by sine theta cos theta. So these two get cancelled, it becomes 1. So this can be written as 1 plus, if I bring both sine theta and cos theta to the numerator, it becomes secant theta into cosecant theta. So this is the answer. So we had to prove that this is equal to this, and that is what we have done here. Now here in the fourth problem, we need to prove that these two are equal, and a hint is given that solve LHS and RHS separately. So let's take LHS. So sometimes it becomes easier for us to solve LHS. When we solve LHS, we get one answer. Again, we try to simplify RHS, we get another answer. And if these two are equal, then these two terms will definitely be equal. So it becomes easier. So let us see how this can be done. So I have 1 plus secant A. So again, I write secant A as 1 by cos A divided by 1 by cos A. So if I take the LCM here, I get 1 plus cos A divided by cos A into this cos A goes to the numerator, isn't it? So now the answer is 1 plus cos A. So LHS is 1 plus cos A. Now what about RHS? I have sine square A. Now what is sine square A? It is 1 minus cos square A. So I have 1 minus cos square A divided by 1 minus cos A. Now this is of the form A square minus B square, which can be written as A minus B, which is 1 minus cos A, into A plus B, which is 1 plus cos A, divided by 1 minus cos A. So I can cancel these two, I get 1 plus cos A. So I have simplified LHS, which is equal to 1 plus cos A. RHS also is equal to 1 plus cos A. So therefore we conclude that these two are equal. Right? So now moving on to the next one, problem 5. I have cos A minus sine A plus 1 divided by cos A plus sine A minus 1. Okay? So now we need to prove that this is equal to cosecant A plus cot A. Okay? Now how do we do that? Now I have to get this expression in terms of cosecant A and cot A. Now if I observe, neither do I have cot A, but cosecant A is 1 by sine A. So what is the easiest way for me to get cot A? The easiest way is if I divide this entire expression, that is divide the numerator and denominator by sine A, I get cot A. So first let us do that. So I divide both the numerator and denominator by sine A. So if I divide it by sine A, I get cot A. So cos A by sine A is cot A, I'll write it directly, minus sine A by sine A is 1, plus 1 by sine A is cosecant A. Right? So we have got cosecant A here. So we want the entire expression in terms of cot A and cosecant A. So we are coming there. So now cos A by sine A again is cot A plus 1 minus cosecant A. Right? So this is what we have got here. So now we have to get the expression as cosecant A plus cot A. So now we have this 1 here. Now what is 1? 1 can be represented in terms of cosecant and cot. So 1 equals cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. So let's use that. So I have cot A plus, I'll write this cosecant A minus 1. What is 1? 1 is cosecant square A minus cot square A. This is what I have. So again here I have cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. So this is what we have got. Okay, so now I have cosecant square A minus cot square A. So what can be done? So here I have cosecant square A minus cot square A. So this is of the form A square minus B square. So this can be expanded as A plus B into A minus B. So I have cot A plus cosecant A minus. So I have A plus B. So I have cosecant A plus cot A into A minus B, cosecant A minus cot A, right? So this is A plus B into A minus B divided by, I have cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. So this is what we have as of now. So now this is one expression and this is another expression. Now if I observe these two expressions, what is common? Cosecant A plus cot A is common, isn't it? So I can take that outside. So I have cosecant A plus cot A. So if I take that outside, I get 1 minus, I get this expression, that is cosecant A minus cot A, right? So I have minus cosecant A minus cot A. And down below I have cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. Aren't these two the same? So if I remove the brackets, I get minus cosecant A, isn't it? So it becomes minus cosecant A and you get plus cot A. So this is cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. So these two get cancelled. So finally we are left with the final answer, which is cosecant A plus cot A, and that is what we have to prove. So it has been proved. Right? So now moving on with the next one, problem 6. We have to prove that 1 plus sine A divided by 1 minus sine A equals tan A plus secant A. So again, a very simple problem. So now what we do is, so let's consider this expression. So again we need tan A and secant A, right? So how do I get tan A? I get tan A by dividing sine A by cos A, and secant A is 1 by cos A. So let me divide the numerator and denominator by cos A. So I get 1 by cos A plus sine A by cos A divided by 1 by cos A minus sine A by cos A, the whole root. So what have I got here? I've got tan A plus secant A, and denominator is secant A minus tan A. So we have secant A plus tan A, and then here I have secant A minus tan A, the whole root. Okay? So let me rationalize this. So how do I rationalize? I have to multiply it with root of secant A plus tan A, both in the numerator and denominator. Root of secant A plus tan A. So here numerator, so this can actually be written as root of secant A plus tan A divided by root of secant A minus tan A. So this is of the form root A plus root A, which is A. So this gives me secant A plus tan A. So here I have A minus B into A plus B. So this is of the form A square minus B square. So of course within the root. So I have secant square A minus tan square A. Now what is secant square A minus tan square A? If you observe from this expression, if I take tan square theta to RHS, I get 1 equals secant square theta minus tan square theta. So secant square theta minus tan square theta equals 1. So this is equal to 1. So therefore I have the answer. So this becomes 1. So therefore the answer is secant A plus tan A divided by 1, or it is secant A plus tan A. So problem 7, we have to prove that this is equal to tan theta. Now before I proceed, I also want to tell you that I formed a Telegram group for 10th standard maths. You can join the group and I'll be posting all the videos, and in future I will also be solving the question papers, the previous year question papers of 10th. Okay, so make sure that you do join the group so that you get updates. The link has been given in the description, and also do not forget to like, share and subscribe the YouTube channel. So now we need to prove that this is equal to tan A. So what do? Now if I observe, I can take sine theta common, right? So if I take sine theta common, I get 1 minus 2 sine square theta, and here I can take cos theta common, and here I get 2 cos square theta minus 1, right? So now I can write sine square theta and cos square theta using the expression there. Okay, now what is sine square theta? Sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta, isn't it? So now let me substitute that. I have sine theta 1 minus 2. What is sine square theta? It is 1 minus cos square theta divided by cos theta into 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now I will not do the substitution here, because if I do the substitution for cos square theta, here I'll get sine square theta and I will not be able to cancel them. So my job is I need to get tan theta. I've already got tan theta here, which is sine theta by cos theta, and this has to be reduced, eliminated. It should become equal to 1. So I need to have the same thing in the numerator and denominator. So I only convert this, that is sine square theta, to cos square theta. So now I have, this is sine theta by cos theta is tan theta, and then I have 1 minus 2, right, plus cos square theta divided by 2 cos square theta minus 1, right? So this is 2, right? So minus 2, minus into minus is plus, so I get plus 2 cos square theta. Alright, so now what is this? I have tan theta, so I can write 2 cos square theta. This is plus 1 minus 2 is minus 1 divided by 2 cos square theta minus 1. It gets cancelled, so this is tan theta, and this is the answer. So moving on with the next problem, we need to prove that sine A plus cosecant A the whole square plus cos A plus secant A the whole square is equal to 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. So we'll see that. So now how can this be solved, or how can this be proved? So now I have a square term here, so let me first expand this. So this is the form A plus B the whole square. So I have sine square A plus cosecant square A plus 2 sine A cosecant A, right, plus, I'll write it here, cos square A plus secant square A plus 2 cos A secant A. Now these two can be cancelled here, because cosecant A is nothing but 1 by sine A. So these two can be cancelled, and secant A is 1 by cos A. So these two can be cancelled. So I have 2 plus 2, which is 4. So this becomes 4. So this is nothing but 4. Next, I have sine square A plus cos square A. What is sine square A plus cos square A? That is 1. So I can write this as 1. So now 1 plus 4 is 5. So I get 5 here. Right? So now I am left with these two expressions. Now what is secant square A? It is 1 plus tan square A. Right? So I write it as 1 plus tan square A for secant square A plus cosecant square A is 1 plus cot square A plus 5. So here I have 5 plus 1 is 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A is the answer what we need to get. So we have proved that this term plus this term is equal to 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. So again here let's try to solve the LHS and RHS separately, so it becomes easier if we do that. So now let me solve the LHS here. So I have 1 by sine A minus sine A, and secant A is 1 by cos A minus cos A. So let me take the LCM. So I have 1 minus sine square A by sine A into 1 minus cos square A divided. So now what is 1 minus sine square A? 1 minus sine square is cos square A. If I take this to RHS, so I have 1 minus sine square A is cos square A, and 1 minus cos square A is sine square A, divided by sine A cos A. Now what is this? This is nothing but equal to, I cancel one cos and sine, this is nothing but sine A cos A. So this is the LHS. So now let me solve the RHS separately. So now I have tan A, which can be written as sine A by cos A, plus cot A is cos A by sine A. So here if I take the LCM, I get sine square A plus cos into cos is cos square A, that's 1 divided by sine A cos A. So I can write it in the numerator, sine A cos A. So this is 1. So the answer is sine A cos A. Right? So LHS equals RHS and it is equal to sine A cos A. Now the last problem we have 1 plus tan square A divided by 1 plus cot square A is equal to 1 minus tan A divided by 1 minus cot A the whole square. So now what do? Again I use the same principle of simplifying the LHS and RHS separately. So now if I simplify the LHS, so I have 1 plus tan square A divided by, so I will write cot A as tan A. So we know that cot A is 1 by tan A square. So here if I take the LCM, I get 1 plus tan square A. So this is 1 plus tan square A, right? 1 plus tan square A, and I have tan square A, I'll take it to the numerator, so I get tan square A. So these two will get cancelled, so the answer is tan square A. So when I simplify the LHS, I get tan square A. So now let me simplify the RHS. So again I use the same principle of writing cot A in terms of tan A. So I have 1 minus tan A divided by 1 minus tan A the whole square. So this can be written as 1 minus tan A. So here this is nothing but tan A minus 1 divided by tan A. So I'll take it to the numerator, the whole square. Now this can be written as minus of 1 minus tan A, right? If I take minus sign outside, I get 1 minus tan A. So these two can be cancelled. So effectively I get minus tan A the whole square, which is nothing but tan square A. So what have we done? We have proved that LHS is equal to RHS. So with this we have solved all the problems given the exercise, and we have solved all the problems of trigonometry. So there were 4 exercises, we have gone through the fundamentals, and also we have solved all the problems one by one with the solution. And in the next video segment I shall also be dealing with applications of trigonometry, a very interesting topic, right? So make sure that you do like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications of further uploads. Now apart from that, I've also created a Telegram group for 10th Mathematics. So you can join the group, and I'll be posting all the new videos on 10th Mathematics. So I also plan to solve the previous year question papers. So as your dates of the final examination nears by, so I will solve all the problems of the previous year question papers. So you can join the group and keep yourself updated with all the uploads of 10th Mathematics.